how to save your marriage alone. How to save your marriage from divorce. How to be free in your marriage and understand that healing is always ongoing. Marriage help chat lines, do they work? How about couples counseling? Do they work? I'm going to tell you a few things that you might want to keep in mind that A Course in Miracles, deep down in its principles, tells us that might help you a little bit if you're facing how to save your marriage alone. Hey everyone, this is James Nussbaumer, and thank you for listening to me for these few brief moments on how to save your marriage from divorce if that's what you are faced with. By the way, as you're listening to me, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and just go ahead and do that right now while you're listening to me. I really would appreciate it. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And also in the description area down below is an access link that will take you through my safe website that leads you to another video and text information on how to save your marriage. And it's been well received by many people. And also in the description area down below is a detailed blog article at my blog that I had written that explains exactly what I'm talking about today, and that may answer many of the questions that I may not be able to address in this short video. But if you're thinking how to save your marriage alone and presume signs he's not in love anymore, those kinds of things, there is help. Perhaps you're wondering, does my boyfriend still love me? Or signs my husband is not attracted to me any longer, and you still love him. Marriage help chat lines might help you to no longer remain in a tight spot. You may be able to find someone to talk with who can release you from that, help you to release yourself from that tight spot. Love, as great as the sensation and the emotional feelings of love can be, may slowly fade away for some reasons, but free marriage help information is always available. Now, let's consider, how will you understand if your vows that you made forever will last, but they might be answered through when you see your vows fading and something's not right in the vows that you made towards each other. Couples counseling can help, but it's where you can start your own personal transformation and a marriage to success in healing. But I do have a few tips that I want to present with you today. If you're going through this kind of a situation where you're feeling that you're seeing signs that he doesn't love me anymore, or for you men, you're seeing signs that she might be having an affair, or whatever, you see separation rather than wholeness. Breathe in within yourself and forgive yourself by the real meaning of forgiveness, and I'll explain in a moment. Breathe in and forgive yourself while you examine your part in contributing to the difficulties in the marriage. There's always that old line, it takes two to tango, and that's so true. But let's talk about forgiveness. Remember, the Course in Miracles teaches us the real and true meaning of forgiveness is by overlooking our errors, which are made by wrong-minded, ego-based thought, and looking beyond those errors to the reality that you truly are. Now, when the Course in Miracles tells us to overlook our errors, that's not that same overlooking that you might think of as denying. No, you're not denying. The ego in us is filled with denial, but the true spirit of who we are wants to overlook the errors by looking beyond them to the real wholeness that you are, rather than the separated ego-based state of mind. That's the real meaning of forgiveness. Play that back if you would like, and let it sink in, what I just explained about the real meaning of forgiveness. Believe that reconnection or reuniting is very much possible. Then change your attitude and be more cheerful and smile as you let go of all those wrong-minded, ego-based errors and thought that have bound you to guilt. Follow this strategy. that I am referring you to, and you'll see that the first thing that you must know if you want to learn how to save the marriage from divorce or how to save your marriage alone is that if you're waiting for the other spouse to take action first, to make the first move, then you are at the beginning of the end of that relationship. Someone who sees it first needs to step forward and take action. You know, the belief for how to save the marriage from divorce, that responsibility, that specific responsibility, and thinking that that responsibility, lies in the other person is a self-limiting and defeating attitude. You cannot expect that the spouse is going to do the action taking to get healing, relationship healing where it's needed. Hey, everyone, I've got to go, and I hope that you will think a lot about your own life and continue thinking about your own life and how great you are of an individual inside, how awesome you are, and that the world needs your inner beauty to shine forth for the world to be a better place. Think about that too, as you think about rekindling the love in your relationship and trying to make things work out. I hope this makes sense. Thanks for listening to me, and God bless.